G'day.
G'day, thanks for stopping by.
Well, living full-time on the road for what, 2.5 years now, Paul?
Oh, a bit over that, yeah.
Yeah, we have learnt so much about what it takes to make a life of travelling as comfortable as possible.
For us.
Yeah, for us, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many variations on what a comfortable life travelling could look like.
Yep.
Yeah. It can be anything from people travelling Australia in a rooftop tent.
Yeah. Or actually on one of those fifth wheelers, 3-bedroom fifth wheelers.
Oh, yeah, and they're huge. Yeah. Well, people have their reasons for choosing the setup they have, and I reckon the number one reason would be budget.
Yeah. In this video, we want to share with you why we decided to purchase an Annex.
What it's like to put one up and to take it down.
And most importantly, particularly for Paul, whether it is a burden or an asset.
Yeah, exactly. But we did find that we weren't using the awning area as much as we thought we would have, I suppose.
Yeah, and that was due to a number of factors, wasn't it? I mean, it really is weather dependent.
Yeah.
So whether you could work outside was dependent on whether it was too cold, too windy, too sunny, too hot.
Yeah, and the big one, Mozzies and Midgies.
Yeah, that's
sitting out there getting savaged by them. The other side of the argument against actually getting an Annex was things like, would it add too much weight to the van? Would it require too much effort to put up and take down and make it more of a burden than actually an asset?
And Paul's enormous concern, how we were going to store this thing.
Where would we put it? So so we considered all those things, and at the end of the day, was it going to be a benefit? Now, we researched the canvas off an Annex, looking for a solution to it, and we came up with...
Well, a mob called Sar Major Annex, or Sar Major Canvas. They're based in Adelaide.
Well, they would custom make the Annex for us, so that was a big positive. They use Midges screens, which a lot of places don't. Yeah,
it was lightweight.
Yeah, and that was a big thing too. That was one of the selling points for me.
And we could get exactly what we wanted.
However, being custom made meant we did have to go to Adelaide to get it measured up.
Yeah.
But that was okay because we just incorporated it into one of our trips.
Yep. Yeah.
But unfortunately, due to a bout of COVID going through the workplace, they couldn't get it done in time.
Yeah.
But they did agree to post it to us free of charge when it was completed.
Yeah. One of Paul's main concerns was the amount of work or the additional work that would be involved in setting it up and then taking it down when we moved on.
Because one of the things I love about it, when we go to a place, is we back the van in, unhitch, pull the awning out, and we're pretty much set up. And it can all be done within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And the thought of actually having to, then I'm compelled to put the anti-flap kit up and also to take the time to put the Annex up. Was it going to be more work than justify the extra benefit of having it? Well, let us show you the unboxing of our new Annex.
And our first go at setting it up.
Let's do it. So here's the runners that they've put in. You can see it up here, and they've curved it around the window to pull it back in line with the anti-flap kit. There's a runner along the bottom for the skirt, and the skirt is great for mozzies because mozzies love to hide under the van in this grass area here. So having this skirt will actually help us to avoid that. In addition to the runners that they installed, the Annex also uses the anti-flap kit, which we already had. It also uses the runner track in the barrel of the awning. Alright, so here's the 3 pieces of the Annex, how it arrived. Now, because we didn't get it finished in time, we couldn't stay around in Adelaide, they actually sent it over and posted it to us.
Thanks to COVID.
Yeah, so here it is. Well, let's have a look at it.
Here we go.
Ready?
Alright, let's open her up and see what we got, Paul.
Right, let's.
Just be careful with those scissors.
You don't want to cut the...
No!
We ordered these plastic screens. They have Velcro on them, so you can actually attach them to the Annex and have the windows open when it's raining. And the main body of the Annex comes in these 2 bags, and this makes handling a lot easier. The side walls are in one of the bags and the front walls in the other. Look how neatly these slide out of the bag, nice and flat. You just know they're not going back in the same way. That's the skirt.
There's a skirt. Yep, that's the way I think. Instead of press studs, this one actually run into a runner, yeah, and actually helps because there's absolutely no way that there's no gap, so there's nothing that can actually fly in between there, and I really appreciate that. There it is. Oh, yay! Yep, I think that looks good. How does that work?
No. Alright. Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking. Lovely.
It does turn to salt. When was it?
And it's done, man. Yay, look at that. There you go, Paul. The skirt is on. So Paul's just put a few pegs in it so it doesn't blow in.
Being custom built, the guys at Sar Major marked the awning legs here. This provides a guide as to how far we should be extending the legs when we're setting it up.
Well done. So now we have...
It's the first time I've ever had those off.
I know. In two and a half years. It's the first time. But at the bottom of these, they've got these kind of little... Yeah, I can't get out of the way. Little holes so you can peg them into the ground so they don't move. Very stable.
This up because you've got the runner bit there and here the bead.
Yeah.
Into the runners. Then I realised this is Velcro.
Oh, which means what?
Which means
Oh, well that's handy. Yeah, I think it's that wall there.
Oops.
Over there. Oops. Pull it back out, you reckon? And then, well, this is the first time we've done it. It's all a bit of an experiment, really, isn't it?
it is. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, look at that. So we worked out how to get it. You put it on the inside of the anti-flap kit, not on the outside like we tried. Is that right, Paul?
Yep.
And now you're Velcroing the edges together.
Yeah. Runner.
Yeah. Now that we've got one wall up, this one should be a little easier, shouldn't it, Paul?
Hope so. So far, so good.
Yep.
Setting it up has been pretty intuitive and not too tricky to figure out. And I'd also like to point out they're not promoting Sar Major here. No way are we sponsored by them or anything. But we are really happy with the quality of the Annex they built for us.
So the front walls were made in two sections just to make it easier to put up and take down, and so you could have just the end walls up, or you could have one or more of the front walls up if you wanted to. Okay, so now you've got it in two pieces, yeah? Let me know when you're ready and I'll start pulling on it.
Alright.
Pulling? We have the two walls up. Hang on a minute, who's in here? Oh, look who's there. It's Paul. Hello. We can play peekaboos. So now the walls are, the two front walls are attached. You wrap that around the post and Velcro it. So that keeps it really nice and sturdy. A lot of annexes have just the little Velcro straps, but this has got a whole piece, which keeps it a lot sturdier.
Alright, the awning's up, it's done. Pretty sure we got it all pretty right. It's got a couple of big screen windows there, as well as a door either end, and a window either end. So there's plenty of openings for it. Because it's midgy screens, it's not letting a lot of breeze through, but you can open these ones up and let some more through. I think we'll do that shortly. So that took us about half an hour to put that up. All that messing around, getting it right and straightened up and that. So I imagine you probably get up in 15 minutes. So now, with the options of opening all the things up, you can actually, that lets a lot more breeze through, obviously. And within minutes you can have the screens back down. What do you think, Lee?
I like it. What do you?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yep. The big test, was it worth it? Will it provide extra benefits to us living full time on the road? Only time will tell. So, let's see how it goes. Alright, having mastered the setting up of our Annex, it was time to test out its value. And we were not the only ones who appreciated the extra room. So Lizzie stopped by again. You coming in? Interestingly, we found ourselves spending more time out here, so it would appear that the Annex is giving us value. For stays shorter than a week, probably wasn't really worth the effort to put the whole Annex up, but for those longer stays, it certainly was worth it. However, there are places where you might not need to put the Annex up. Where we are here at Riddles Creek, the way it's set up here, the way our site is, like if you have a look around here, for example, got some big open spaces. It'd be such a shame to cut those off. Although we did have the option of using any one of the walls individually, like you would use, say, a privacy screen or something for shade. The extra room that the Annex has provided has been great for cooking, it's been great for working, and it's been great for playing. Alright, I can already hear it. What about packing it up? Yeah, of course it takes a bit of extra time, but we did find that generally it's not a huge effort. However, it probably would be a different story if you're trying to pack it up in the rain or howling wind. That would just be an extra burden. You probably want to try and avoid somehow. Well, I managed to get it folded and back in the bags. Nice, eh? Surprisingly, there's not too much weight in these. Alright, now the test. Does it fit under the bed? Yep, cool, that works. Alright, so we've been using the Annex now for the past few months.
Yep, we have off and on.
Off and on in places.
Yeah.
Some places we obviously just didn't use it.
Yep.
And as you see, in some places we didn't need it. But we have been using it, and well, I'm going to admit, it's actually better than I expected.
It's pretty big coming from you, because you weren't going to like it, were you?
No, I was convinced that it was just a waste. But I'll tell you what, I really have appreciated, really sold on the skirt.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, even if you could just buy a skirt, I would recommend. They're so great. Like we have used just the skirt part of it, and it has really made a difference just having that.
Certainly stops those pesky biting insects from coming underneath the van.
Packing up's quite easy, as long as you get the folds right when you're putting it away. As you can see in the packaging, we've got it nice and flat. The first time I did it, it came out like a a ball of wool, so it wasn't
It
wasn't
was
the
kind
best.
of mounded and round, wasn't it?
Certainly wouldn't have fit under the bed the
No.
way it does now.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so that's been all right, and it's
Yeah.
nice and lightweight. So yeah, I think we've been pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
I hope that you found the video helpful.
Yeah.
Whether to actually putting a annex up, or whether it was actually in the helping to decision whether to buy one or not. They won't be for everyone, there's no doubt about it, but we're certainly happy with it.
Yep.
So-
Well, I'm glad you like it, Paul.
Yeah, there's a lot of benefits to it.
Yeah, there is.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by. We look forward to seeing you next time as we continue to travel around this amazing country of ours.
Bye for now.
Bye.